your best work, diverse work, interesting work that you've ever done. And that's 40 years into your career.
Much. That's sweet of you. We spent time on it, and we've been through more or less everything you can be through as a band. So it's definitely something that we've there's new waves, new angles with this album, where first of all maybe being in the rehearsal space for a longer time, because in the old days Lars, he said, it's too old-fashioned just to hang out in the rehearsal space and keep on keeping on. This time around, we changed Lars to the drum set. Okay, Monday to Friday, month on end, come on. And then we went and did something that was actually just a minor thing, but it turned out to be a big, big thing. We went to another studio with a guy called Jacob Hansen, who's been doing the Volbeat albums and some Arch Enemy albums and a lot of German heavy metal.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got a drum room. And so for the first time, Lars was actually, getting the respect he deserves for the drums. So he was actually playing drums in a room where he says, hey, man, the harder I beat the drums, the bigger the sound, whereas, the sound tends to implode in other studios. So there was one of the things, and that's really put up a higher bar. Okay, the drum sounds this great, and Lars is playing this great. Okay, we need to shape up. And so all the way through, we've had time, and we've had some patience going towards ourselves and saying, this needs to be great. And we never really had that. I mean, it's just on to the next. Yeah, on to the next. We're going on tour. Yeah. So, but this time around, okay, let's see where we can actually take this. So there was some conscious effort in making something lasting, and there was a conscious effort in keep on, composing songs, because the first 10 or 12 songs didn't make it on the album.
That's crazy.
They are in the wind now. I mean, that was bad shit. We need to be together this much in the rehearsing space without, touring and without anything from outside. And we really need to get, on the same, to get our period at the same time. That's important. And that's the best way I can describe it.
I mean, this is a definitive album of you guys. Now it makes sense what you guys, because it obviously shows that there was a lot of effort put into it. And, I'm just looking at the track list and the diversity again. I mean, it starts off God Praise the Man, which it's kind of got a Bon Scott AC/DC kind of vibe a little bit to it. And it goes in all kinds of different directions. One of my favorite songs is near the end, Waiting is the Way. And I'm like, that could have led led it off. It's so I don't know how you put the tracks together, but it's like you could just flip-flop it, That's the beauty of it.
Okay, that's sweet.
And the singles to The Ghost. Again, I'm listening to it going, it's kind of alternative. It's just a beautiful song. Yeah. I guess that's kind of the radio guy in me and a music director. I'm always trying to categorize. Maybe I should just shut up and listen, and appreciate it.
The thing is that but it's also a celebration of freedom, because we know that we made a lot of songs. We just, of course, picked the ones that we love the most. And periods of time, certain songs come out of spring, certain songs come out of winter. And, of course, there has to be some kind of diversity. But the main thing is something you love, and you love to play it, and you can just hear, whoa, man. Yeah. And The Ghost is one of those songs. It's simple. It was quickly done. It was one of Laus's riffs. Once you think that it was Jacob that played that guitar, but it's actually Laus's riff that Jacob is playing. And it was like suddenly, whoa, this got wings. Is it pop? We don't care. Let's do it.
It's so many good tracks. I'm just looking over the track list. First, second, and third is fantastic. Crazy Wings. It's really, to me, maybe, I don't know if this is a fair assessment, it's almost Riskin It All, the next step. Maybe in more adult version, where you do hear a lot of diversity in there. Yeah,
I really liked your view on seeing this as, in a way, Riskin It All the second, because when we did No Fuel Left for the Pilgrims and America tuned into us, we were going, so they like us. Let's give them more of us. So and it's more like the diversity of D-A-D. Let's give them everything we got. That was the thought around and behind Riskin It All. But it's also the thought behind Speed of Darkness is that we are the ones who's going to live with this album. We're the one who's going to play it. So we decide what's on it, and we decide which songs. So that's definitely more of us. You're right.
Yeah, fantastic.